Look, I've never been the person to go for looks, so I don't care, okay? The way you look, I never really cared.
Yeah.
I care more about intelligence and the way you are, okay?
Yeah.
But the more the relationship developed, I almost had like rose-colored glasses on, and I found that, whoa, this person can manifest so well. Whoa, this person has become so successful. All these things, and I was like, oh, this person is amazing. And even I thought like, oh, because of him, I must be amazing. I started giving him all the credit, right? The minute I broke up with him, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. And I called all my energy back to me, and I was like, this is gonna end. I saw him again, and I was shocked. I was like, there's no way I was with this person. No, I literally saw him for the way he actually looked.
Yeah.
And it's like, my friends had been telling me, Liz, there's no way, because he was not a good person either, you know?
That's the main problem.
But I was like, my energy made him so magical to me. And the same way, like, all the things that I thought, like, he's so successful, he's so good at manifesting, it stopped when I removed my energy. So a lot of people are dating people and they put them on a pedestal, but it's all because of your energy. They're, like a lot of women, for example, men become more good looking, more successful because they're with that woman. And then the woman starts to think like, oh, he's too good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the, honey, that's your energy. Realize it, you know?
No. We can go ahead and replace the word manifesting with money. What we are really looking at here is a woman who was so blinded by materialism and lifestyle to the point she was unable to see looks or character.
I care more about intelligence and the way you are.
1 minute later.
He was not a good person.
Wait a minute.
But then, as many women unfortunately find out, when the money and lifestyle don't buy happiness and fulfillment, emptiness sets in. Listen, let's be honest. Many women and men do mistake materialism for love because money and success does provide safety and security, validation, comfort, social status, etc., which are all powerful, valid, and natural desires. Furthermore, when you have manifested a lifestyle that other men and women are envious of, that looks good on paper or your social media feed, a thirsty ego will love swimming in all of that validation and pride. But be warned, it is a bottomless pit. No external source can satisfy an internal leak. Women in such situations often begin to feel like they're not really valuable beyond being a shiny ornament on the shelf.
And even I thought like, oh, because of him, I must be amazing. I started giving him all the credit.
And in this position, many women begin to lose themselves as her existence and achievements and ambitions feel like they are being engulfed and backburnered by his. This is where a lot of women find themselves turning to addictive behaviors to cope with a sense of growing meaninglessness. In my opinion, she no longer felt like the prize in the relationship, and all the money in the world can provide safety, but it can't buy love. So she broke up with him and the spell was broken. It's true that what you give your energy to begins to own you. It's like you are making energetic sacrifices to invisible idols, whatever they may be. And this is ultimately how people can become blinded and tie themselves to things and people that really are not good for them, and over time end up creating a sunk cost fallacy. And what I mean by making energetic sacrifices to idols is, for example, a man who puts lust on the pedestal or the altar becomes blind to a woman's character and even his own because he cares more about looks and sex than who she is. Or a woman who puts money on a pedestal or on the altar becomes blind to a man's character and also her own because she cares more about what he has than who he is. Listen, some other examples of character blindness could be someone who is afraid to be alone. They don't see red flags or have healthy boundaries or proper character filters because they are too hyperfixated on making sure that they never feel alone. Or how about someone who is obsessed with the idea of marriage? They can become blind to the relationship that they are in because they are so attached to the outcome of it. They are so hyperfixated on being married that they don't pay enough attention to who they are marrying. Or what about someone who feels like they are running out of time? And the list goes on. People like this are choosing relationships based on either fear or ego, In both cases, it is a recipe for disaster. In both cases, they lack integrity and will sell out on themselves in order to get closer to what they value most, the idol that they are sacrificing to. Elementary, my dear Watson.